All right, welcome back. We're continuing on with the Forno Bravo 2G 100 pizza oven, and today we are insulating. Let's get to it. All right, so today we're going to go ahead and put the insulation blanket on so we can get started on building the enclosure for the pizza oven and go over the tools and the things I'm going to be using for the project. So the first thing is, this stuff's itchy. So long sleeve shirts. We've got the respirator. You definitely don't want to be breathing this stuff in. So make sure you protect your lungs. We need your hammer drill to drill holes around the base of the oven into your slab so you can secure your chicken wire or lath or whatever you might be using to kind of hold the insulation in place once it's installed. We're going to be using the Tapcon 1 1/4 inch Tapcon with stainless washers to give it extra hold on the wire. Got some scissors to cut the insulation into the pieces and sizes we need. Got your tin snips to cut your tie down wires and your chicken wire or whatever you might be using. Got the impact drill to go ahead and screw those Tapcons in. And we have our gloves. And so that should be it. That should be all we pretty much need. We'll probably need, a saw or something else, trim up the board, insulation board at the bottom here and there. But other than that, these are the main tools for the job. So let's go ahead and set up the camera and let's get started. All right, got all of the fiber insulation on, and they give you a lot. This is the Premio 2G 100, and you can see I got 4 layers around all the sides. And as you saw, as I went, I kind of laid 2 sides down, bunched it up, and I cut like a pizza slice out all the way around, and that made it so it lay pretty flat. You can see nice tight down, and you want the batting to sit on top of your insulation board that the oven sits on. You don't want this to be on the ground or on your cement slab because this will get wet and wick up the water. And so I got 4 layers on. I put all the pizza slices on top and just laid them and spread them out and just kind of fill like the first layer of insulation. And then on top of that, I have the 1 layer of fill plus 1, 2, 3, 4 additional layers of insulation. So in theory, on top of the oven, I have 5 layers of insulation, 4 on the side, and I still have 2 full boxes that I didn't even use. So they give you a tremendous amount with this kit. I have a lot of extra. I could continue, but there's really no sense of putting extra on, as it really won't do probably much more benefit. And I'm also limited in my height because I'm going to put a roof on, and so I really don't want to make the oven any taller. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and I guess just maybe try and sell those on Craigslist or something. I don't know. But so now, since I'm doing an enclosure, this doesn't have to look nice, and so that's why I can just leave these kind of uncut as they are. If you're doing a igloo style, you'd want to probably use some extra and shape it and make it look nice. But I'm not. I'm building an enclosure, so it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and secure the blanket to the oven with this rebar wire and some chicken wire. So I'm going to just wrap the chicken wire around it, rebar it to each other across the top, use the rebar wire to attach it to each other, pull it tight. Then I'm going to be drilling holes every so often all the way around, right in front of this board, to put some concrete screws to anchor the chicken wire into the slab. So I'm going to go take a quick break and get back at it. All right, welcome back everyone. I have got the chicken wire and insulation tied down, so kind of just give you a peek at what it looks like. So there's my screws, you can see. Some places I use the bigger washer, some places I use the smaller washer, and it's on there secure enough. I'm not doing the igloo style, or I'm not stuccoing this directly. I'm building an enclosure around it, so this is good enough. I don't need it to be perfect. And then I just use the rebar wire to go from opposite ends of the oven back and forth, looped it through a few of the openings, tied it off, and then at the very top, once I was done, I used your rebar wire tool and then spun it around just to tighten the wires up a little bit, and that takes a lot of the slack out of it, and so now they are nice and tight. So this step is done. Yeah, it was pretty quick. Lessons learned. Definitely wear protection. It is itchy. It's very itchy stuff. So make sure you wear a mask, eye protection, long sleeves. Probably don't pick a 100-degree day like I did. Not recommended, but it did work. I'd recommend using big washers like I did here. The small ones were kind of hard to get it to catch on the chicken wire, so I would just use a bigger wire or bigger washers. You can see here I cut the tile away, or I didn't need it, so I can get real close to the board. That's what you want. Did the same thing all the way around. So yeah, pretty straightforward. As I said before, I have a few boxes left over. They give you a lot with this oven. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might sell it, or once I put the enclosure on and I have the roof trusses in, the rafters in, I might cut them down and lay them over the top in between the roof joists, just to use it up. But yeah, we'll see. All right, another step down. If you have any questions about what I did, or any comments, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.